Hello viewers, in this video I am going to be making Oha soup. Oha soup is an Igbo food. Thanks for watching and see you shortly. Right, thank you viewers. To make my Oha soup, I'm going to be using, of course, Oha leaf. This is very fresh, as you can see. I'm going to be using the Oha leaf. I'm going to be plucking that very soon. I'm also going to be using Oziza leaf, and I'm also going to be plucking this. It's very fresh, not the dried one. If you don't find a fresh one, you can use the dry one. I'm going to be using cocoyam, so I'm going to be cooking this cocoyam and pounding it. Achi, I've got achi here. I'm also going to be adding some achi, a teaspoon of this, of my achi. I'm going to add that to my food. I've got some lovely fish here. I've got the smoked mackerel and the fresh one, so I'm going to be using both to make it that rich assorted Oha. You might be wondering what big tongue is this. Yes, this is cow tongue, or you can call it ox tongue. I'm going to be using half of this. Also, I'm going to be using gizzard, chicken gizzard. I've got the beef here, so I'm also going to be using some beef. I'm also going to be using cow tripe. I've got my cow tripe here, so I'm going to be using cow tripe. I'm also going to be using pomo, which is it's cow skin. I mean, it's very lovely and it's very rich. We can't do Oha without adding some crayfish. Of course, I'm going to be using some crayfish. So I'm going to be blending this with my scotch bonnet here. I've got onions here as well to make that look taste so beautiful. I've got my knorr here, so I'm going to be using knorr. Also salt, so I'm going to be adding salt. Yes, palm oil, very important. I'm going to be adding palm oil to the dish. You might ask, oh, he's making all this, where's the stockfish? There you go. I'm going to be using stockfish. Also, I'm going to be adding, cutting my stockfish and putting some dried stockfish in there, so it makes it so beautiful and tasty. Thank you so much for watching, and see you shortly. Okay, I'm going to pour my shak, which is the cow tripe, into a pot. One more into the pot. I'm going to pour my cow tongue, or the ox tongue, out of it. I'm just going to cook some of it. So make sure you're covering it with water. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, so at this point I'm just going to slice some onions into it. So that's it. 1 tablespoon of salt. So just level that up. 1 tablespoon of salt, as you can see. Pour that inside. Absolutely fine. And also I'm also going to add my Maggi. So I'm going to use one now, and I'm going to use one later. That's what I'm going to do. Just going to throw that in there. That's absolutely fine. I'm just going to add my stockfish into that. You want the add ones to be cooked first, and add my gizzard and my beef. I'm going to cover this and get on with the rest of the preparation. I've actually washed my cocoyam, and that is what I'm going to be cooking. I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah, so just see that, and yes. So I've got my assorted meat cooking here, and I've got my cocoyam cooking there. To begin with, I'm going to prepare my Oha. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pluck the leaves. So when you pluck it, the next thing you're going to do when you pluck this particular leaf is to just pluck it again and cut it into, like, with your hands, into like 3 or 4 different parts. So each leaf needs to be actually cut into 2 or 3s again, and that's how to pluck it. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and yeah, I will see you shortly after plucking the Oha leaves. I finished plucking the Oha leaves, as you can see. I've got the stem there. So what I'm going to do next is to pluck my Oziza leaf, which I'm going to do now. Thanks for watching, and see you shortly. I'm going to blend 3 of my scotch bonnets. I'm doing 3 scotch bonnets. I'm also going to add 20 grams of crayfish. Right. This has been cooking for 1 hour now. So what I'm just going to do is just to remove it. So at this point, what we just want to do is to check. Wow. So we're going to add our meat. So I'm just going to add my beef there, which is going to be added to that. I'm going to add my chicken gizzard. This is my gizzard. I'm going to add my fish. So I'm going to add the my mackerel uncooked fish. Also, I'm going to add my tilapia dry fish. Let me add that to the fish. When you're putting your fish, it's very important you're mindful of the bones. I'm just going to add my, but I don't really mind anyway because I know it's going to be cooked properly, so I can chew everything. So add some water, and we're going to allow this to cook. I'm just going to stir it together. Now I'm going to allow this to cook for 10 minutes. Then after 10 minutes I'm going to add palm oil, and I'm also going to add my other spices as well that I've all blended. So thank you for watching, and see you shortly. This meal I've been cooking for 10 minutes now, so I'm just going to turn that off and just bring it back a little bit. Let's check that now and see what the situation is. Fantastic, that looks very beautiful. I'm just going to zoom in now so you can actually see the result. That looks really pretty in there, promising that. So yeah, let's see if we can add our palm oil. I'm adding 250 ml of palm oil. As I say, I'm going to add my crayfish and my scotch bonnet. It goes in there. I'm also going to add my smoked mackerel fish. You have to mind the bones there though. You have to try to remove the bones before you do this. So I'm going to give it a good stir, and I'm going to add my achi. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm just going to put that back and add water. Yeah, I'm going to allow that to cook for 7 minutes, then we'll take it off from here. Thanks for watching, and see you shortly. Right, it's been cooking for 7 minutes now. So what we're going to do next is to add our cocoyam, blended cocoyam. So I'll just show you again. So I'm just going to just throw that into the soup like balls. Just cover it, and everything is going to dissolve, and when it dissolves, that's when we're going to add our leaves. Thank you very much. See you shortly. Right, we're going to check the oha soup now and see if it's almost ready. Wow, you can see all the cocoyam paste or puree has disappeared. So I'm just going to stir that gently. Wow, it's all disappeared, and this is the right time for you to add your oha leaf and your uziza, which is quite optional, but you know, I like to make things the way it's been done. And yeah, so this is my oha leaf, and I'm going to add it to it now. How long did it take for the cocoyam paste to dissolve? Roughly around 10 minutes. So that's what we're going to do now. So I'm just going to add my oha leaf, and that's it. I'll add that to the lovely dish. So this is my uziza. So I'm just going to add my lovely chopped uziza into the mix as well, and that gives us a fantastic oha soup. Right, it's been cooking for several minutes now, so I'm just gonna check. Wow, this is lovely. So it's absolutely ready now. So this, what's then gonna happen now is I'm just gonna serve it, and we're gonna enjoy it. I'm going to serve myself, and I'm just going to show you the result of the hard work. Wow, see. Just gonna garnish it with some meat there. That is your oha soup. You must have enjoyed watching me make oha soup, and thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like us on Facebook, give us thumbs up. Until my next video, I want to say thank you and bye bye.